Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how to install Google Analytics on your WordPress website. As a bonus, I'm also going to show you how to set up a Google Analytics account if you don't already have one. So the first thing you're going to want to do is log into your WordPress website. Now, depending on which theme you have, and there's a million themes out there, you will either have the option to drop the script given to you by Google Analytics right into your theme, or you might have to install a plugin and then drop what's called the UA code into that plugin. But I'm going to show you both ways. So now what you're going to want to do is go into your browser and just type Google Analytics. Once the search results appear, you're going to want to click here. In this case, I'm going to be creating an account. We're going to click on sign up. And now what you're going to want to do is create an account name. So call this WordPress Magic. And then you're going to want to go ahead and name your website. And lastly, what you're going to want to do is copy the URL of your website and just drop that right in there. One thing to keep in mind is that if your site is HTTPS, that is where you're going to want to make this selection. So that's just something to keep in mind. You don't need to worry about screwing up or anything like that, because within a single account you can have a whole bunch of properties, and then within those properties you can have a whole bunch of different views. It's not like if you mess this one up you have to start all over again. So go ahead and just create this. Personally, I'm going to uncheck all this because I don't need any of this. I'll leave that decision up to you. Okay, I'm going to accept here. Of course, you're going to want to read all that fine print. So after you go through that series of steps, you're going to see this show up. This is what I was referring to as the UA code, the UA ID. In some cases, you just need to copy this and drop it into a plugin. The other method is to actually copy this code right here and drop it into, say, your theme, or if you have a developer, you can send it to them. But I'm going to show you both ways. The first is how to use your theme. Of course, this assumes your theme has this capability. Not all of them do. So I'm going to navigate back to my website. I'm going to go to Theme Options. Okay, so this is the theme settings. In this theme, they specifically have a section where I can paste the code from Google Analytics, like they say here. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hit Save All Changes. Now, once you do that, you can go back to Google Analytics and you can send test traffic. Okay, the next method that I'm going to show you how to use is by using the UA ID. So you're going to come back to this page and you're just going to want to copy this right here. Now you're going to want to go back to your website and make sure that you have the All In One SEO plugin installed. The All In One SEO plugin is great for just general on-page search engine optimization, but it's also good at handling Google Analytics tracking. And the reason why I recommend that is because it's just easier to keep track of what's going on rather than installing, 3 different plugins that all do 3 separate things. This tool pretty much handles everything like it says, all in one. I'm not sure if you know how to install plugins. If not, you can watch my other video on that. I'll link to it in the description below. But if you have this plugin already installed, go to General Settings and then scroll down to here, Google Analytics ID. You're just going to want to paste that in, just like so. And then you're going to want to scroll down and then save. Or rather, update. Okay, now as an added bonus, let me quickly walk you through what this dashboard is telling you. So kind of like I mentioned before, here's your account. And this is the central core structure. Now, within each account, there are properties. So you can kind of think of it as a state, and then within that state, there are counties, and then within those counties, there are cities, right? And the cities are our views. Counties are properties. So you can have website 1 here. Rather, you can have client 1 here, a whole bunch of their websites, and then you can have different views. And basically, views allow you to manipulate or filter the data, so you can just quickly jump to the view and you don't have to spend time changing anything around. One example of using a view would be to have an IP filter view. A lot of times people like to filter out their own IP address or the IP address of their office. I hope this video was helpful. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below. I'll try to get back to you. And feel free to check out my other videos. Thanks for watching.